So here we are then for race one of the junior SM90 class. It's going to be Warwick Brady who leads them away for this one, with Harley McCabe alongside Zach Weston, and Tyo Collymore will start on the second row of the grid. Then it'll be Mason Greasley and Ty Butler starting 5th and 6th respectively. Ruby Booth and Nathan Ellis Ward will start on row 4. Then it'll be George Bowles and Jordan Thomas to round out the top 10. Thomas Bond and George Wood start on row 6. Row 7 will be Harvey Brooks and Joel Grieg. Daniel Stevenson and Ollie Brooks will round out the 16 bike grid for this one. So this class for riders aged between 6 and 10 years. Parents out on the grid to help the riders find the right grid spot, and you'll see them out and about throughout this race. So don't worry if you suddenly see loads more people on track in high vis. That's the parents going out there and giving information, extra information to the riders as they go around. Flags are in the air. We're ready to go then, and we're away for race one in the junior SM90s. Warwick Brady gets a good start around the first corner. And through turn 2 they go. Looks like Brady's had a great start. Delighted to say everybody's got away cleanly on this one. Into the S's they go. And into Luna Bend, and it looks like Harley McCabe may have got in front there. We're having problems again in the box with the picture, I'm afraid.
It is indeed Harley McCabe out in front, number 7. Close behind him are Warwick Brady and Zach Weston.
Yep, absolutely. Well spotted, Jacob. It is indeed McCabe at the front. Up the hill they go for the first time. And coming back down it to go through Joey Dunlop corner to finish the lap. It's going to be confirmed as they cross the line on timing. Yeah, Warwick Brady did go. I thought there might have been a change in the last part of the lap. Brady's got back past McCabe. We saw the challenge on the back straight, and then it went out of view to us up the hill. Warwick Brady, Harley McCabe, Zach Weston, Tyo Collymore, Mason Greasley, Nathan Ellis Ward, Ty Butler, Ruby Booth, Jordan Thomas and Thomas Bond round out your top 10. But there's a fantastic pack of bikes here. The top 3 for the lead of the race. Brady, McCabe and Weston.
Brady leads them out of that long right-hander up the hill, but he's going to be challenged. McCabe is close behind. And just as close behind him is Zach Weston. There's a second separating these 3 bikes.
Absolutely. Tyo Collymore further down the road has already a fairly quiet one in store in 4th place, but putting in decent pace. Then it's Greasley, Nathan Ellis Ward and Ty Butler quite close for 5th place. But we've got to keep our eye on this lead battle here, because it looks like another one of those set to go the whole distance. Warwick Brady leading Harley McCabe by mere tenths across the line, with Zach Weston right with them as well. Out of turn 2 now they're going, and they'll go back into the S's. The quick change of direction. Left, right, left. And has there been an issue for Weston though? Because
looks like there may have been.
That's gone down to 2 at the front, and
there's a yellow flag out down at turn 2.
so that's a part of the lap that again we haven't quite got visuals of clearly from the box. But yeah, I think there's an issue, or been an issue, for Zach Weston. I think that might be him now that I can see heading into Luna Bend. So we may have just lost one of our key protagonists at the front of this one, as across the line to finish another lap indeed comes Brady and McCabe. There's no Weston, and that means Tayo Collymore will cross the line in third at the end of that one. Now, how far back has Zach Weston dropped? That's the question. Greasley is now 4th, Ty Butler is 5th, Nathan Ellis Ward 6th, Jordan Thomas in 7th, 8th is Ruby Booth. George Bowes and Thomas Bond round out the top 10.
Our leaders coming out of the right-hander and heading up the hill. Still very close between the two of them, less than half a second. Battles going on throughout the field. Believe Zach Weston is coming back out in 11th place. Glad to see he's still running. Ty Collymore out on his own in 3rd place, and there's a lot of support for him. His brother Chase had a good race earlier.
So, please bear with us folks, we're still having a few issues in the box, but out there's a fantastic battle underway between Brady and McCabe. Into Luna Bend they go once again, and on to surely the funnest part of this lap, the back straight, where they really get up to speed. McCabe staying in touch with Brady well here. Zach Weston now running in 9th following whatever incident befell his run a couple of laps ago in the early part of the lap. But he will at least have some very good pace, so should be able to work his way back through the order somewhat in the remaining 5 laps of this one. Brady leads McCabe onto a new lap. He just set a fastest lap of the race, a 1:09.907. It's good pace, but McCabe was only a 10th slower, and that's really not all that much as they work their way through the S's. Good change of direction from the two riders, but McCabe looked to be just slightly stronger through that part of the lap, so he's now got right back onto terms with Brady. They both navigate the traffic well. Going past, I think they've just put a lap on Joel Grieg, who's setting some decent, consistent pace. Currently running in 14th. Zach Weston now catching up to the 7th place battle that's going on between Nathan Ellis Ward and Ruby Booth. Good battle happening there. But the leaders stay as they were as they go over the hill once again. or even through the valley actually. They're the other they're the other bit of the hill, the bottom bit. So into Luna Bend they come. Here they are. You can see the packed paddock behind them. Really is good to see how well supported British mini bikes are this year. Only 1.5 laps to go. So if you're McCabe, now's the time to challenge. If you're Brady, now is the time to just keep calm, keep it together, and keep everything as it is. On to the final lap they come then. Warwick Brady has done everything he needs to do at the head of this one, but Harley McCabe has not let him get away. Tayo Collymore is currently in third, having a relatively quiet race at the moment. Will there be any changes for the lead in the last lap? Warwick Brady working his way well through the traffic, and in fact he's navigating it slightly more efficiently than Harley McCabe, and it's given him a bit of breathing space on this last lap as he comes round Luna Bend. Other battles happening on this last lap. Ty Butler and Mason Greasley still battling over the fourth. In fact, Butler got past Greasley on last lap for fourth place. So good battles happening throughout the field. Our leaders, though, are coming up the hill for the last time. And across the finish line, Warwick Brady takes the win. Ahead of Harley McCabe. Tayo Collymore will finish third. Ty Butler fourth. Oh, actually, we don't know yet. It's still going, that battle. So we'll wait to see them across the line. But Warwick Brady has taken the win here in race one of the Junior SM90s for round 4. Harley McCabe, well, he was putting exactly the right amount of pressure on all through the race. Both riders can be happy with that performance. Tayo Collymore indeed finishes in third, and then we wait for the close fought battle between Ty Butler and Mason Greasley to cross the line. Indeed it is Butler, Greasley, and then Zach Weston. Decent recovery, having had some kind of incident, mistake, not quite sure what, that put him back in the early part of the race. Jordan Thomas finishes a good 7th, 8th for Ruby Booth. Nathan Ellis Ward finishes 9th, 10th will be George Bowes. Thomas Bond 11th, 12th George Wood, 13th for Harvey Brooks. Joel Grieg will finish 14th, 15th for Daniel Stevenson, and 16th for Ollie Brooks.
Good news, everyone. Picture has returned to the commentary box.
That is very good.
By way of a very small laptop.
Yes, fantastic. I'm relieved by that. So hopefully we'll be able to give you the full detail of what's going on now.
Yes, I fixed it myself with a lot of hard work and IT ingenuity.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Luke, our producer.
I don't even know who Luke is.
Yeah. I think you better be careful, mate. He has the power to cut this stream off, he does. Yeah, that's the end of your Junior SM90s, for now at least. Next up is the stock 140s.
So here we are with race 2 for our Junior Bambinos, the SM90s race 2. Warwick Brady lines up on pole position with Harley McCabe for company alongside him. Zach Weston will start in third with Tayo Collymore in fourth place. Mason Greasley starts in fifth and Ty Butler is in sixth. Ruby Booth will line up seventh on the grid alongside Nathan Ellis in 8th position. George Bowes is in 9th, Jordan Thomas in 10th, with Tom Bond on the 6th row of the grid in 11th. George Wood is alongside him in 12th. Harvey Brooks is in 13th. 14th is Joel Grigg, and that is row 7. Row 8 is Daniel Stevenson. Ollie Brooks is 16th alongside him, and 16 riders is all we have in the SM90 Junior Bambino class.
It might be 14 at this rate. We've got a little bit of a ruckus happening down on the Rogersons straight. I think Jordan Thomas, I think just 2 riders tripped over each other a little bit. No harm done to either rider, but a bit of a frustration for them there. Jordan Thomas was one of them. Caught his bike number. But we're going to... no, actually, it might have been Mason Greasley. Not sure if it was a 28 or an 18, actually. So, you know what, I'm not going to call that either way until we see who comes through on timing, or indeed does not come through on timing. But, yeah, just 2 riders. Didn't actually see how it developed there, but...
yeah, I missed that as well. I'm not
yeah,
quite sure.
No, they were just... I think they just... bit of a... I wouldn't say even a racing incident, was it? It was a warm-up incident.
Exactly.
And they just got a bit frustrated that they weren't going to be able to take the start. But it's fine. Everyone's okay. Parents are on the scene. It's all sorted nicely. Either way, we're looking to the start of the final race in the Junior SM90 class, supported by Funbikes and M2R Racing. Flags are in the air. We look for the drop. Oh, no.
Green flag's not ready. He's waiting for parents to get off the grid.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
We'll try again.
It's time for the kids to have the fun. So, green flag, and away we go. Warwick Brady leads them away, but it was a good start from the anti-pole side. I think Harley McCabe's got straight to the front of that one.
Looks like, from what I can see.
Yeah, that looks like McCabe to me at the head of that one, as they work their way through turn 2 for the first time. Into the S's they go. Yeah, it is indeed Harley McCabe, isn't it? And there is the 35 of Zach Weston as well, so he's had a good start. Into the Luna corner they go.
And yes, it is Harley McCabe who leads the way coming out of there. Zach Weston is
he's not second, he's just
place.
been taken. Yeah, just been taken.
Is that Tyre Collymore that's pushed up in front of him?
Don't think it was. I'm going to check as they come round. It looked to me like a 20, possibly Mason Greasley. But we'll wait to see as they come around to finish this first lap. There's still a bit of an unknown over exactly which riders weren't able to take the start. So we'll learn that in a moment as well. So it is indeed Harley McCabe. Then it was Warwick Brady. Then you're right, it was Tyre Collymore, Zach Weston, Ty Butler, Ruby Booth is in 6th. Jordan Thomas in 7th. Then it's Thomas Bond, Nathan Ellis Ward, George Bowes, Harvey Brooks, and Joel Grigg. Mason Greasley, I think, was in amongst that lot, but has a transponder issue. So I'm going to say... Oh no, I'm going to say Mason Greasley was maybe one of the bikes involved in that incident on the warm-up.
Coming out of the Luna Complex now, Harley McCabe under pressure from Warwick Brady. Tyre Collymore holds 3rd place from Zach Weston, but it's looking dicey up there at the front. Expect to see Warwick Brady make a move on Harley McCabe soon enough as they come down the hill. Will we pick them up on the stream? No, I don't think we will. We've just missed them, but they are coming over the start-finish line now. We are following Tyre Collymore and Zach Weston, although we have switched back to our leaders now. Here they come into the first corner. Warwick Brady has indeed taken the lead from Harley McCabe. Zach Weston still in 4th place with Tyre Collymore holding on to 3rd.
Yeah, so Mason Greasley and George Wood, we believe, were the riders involved in the warm-up lap incident. recovering themselves to the pits.
Yeah, Warwick Brady coming through in the lead now. McCabe follows him into the complex. Doesn't seem to be dropping him. Perhaps it was, as we've seen earlier with David de Groot, a case of not knowing how hard to push. Let's see how this little battle develops as we go through the race. Ryder on his own in third place is Tayo Collymore. What's happened to Zach Weston, Howard? Have you noticed?
Not sure about that one, mate.
I can't see him anywhere. The number 35 bike. Problems have obviously beset him somewhere along the line. No, he's completely disappeared from this race. Apologies there. I knocked my microphone on. Careful.
These are the risks of doing your thinking out of the box.
Yes. Gotta take risks in life though, Howard. As I'm sure these riders will attest to. Our leaders come through the S's. That is our leaders, isn't it? Yes, it is.
So I'm going to keep an eye out here for Zach Weston, because you're right, I haven't
Okay.
seen him for a while.
I will keep an eye on Brady and McCabe. They are coming out of the Lunar Complex onto the hill. They are lapping two of our riders. Now, Tyler Collymore is holding down third place. I believe we have just lapped Joel Grieg and Daniel Stevenson, or was it George Bowes and Harvey Brooks? Either way, status quo for the top three is maintained. Can you spot anything, Howard? Bike being wheeled away? Anything of that like?
No, but I can see that definitely something has befallen Zach Weston. He doesn't appear to be circulating at the moment.
No, it's not just the transponder issue. His bike is not out there. There is a bike pulled up on the infield just to the left of our commentary box. Can't quite see what the issue is there. That's not one of the two that was involved in the warm-up incident.
Nope. Oh, there's a rider down final corner. And is that our leader? Is that Warwick Brady? There is a rider definitely down at the final corner. They're on his feet and absolutely fine. But who was that? Whilst we were trying to spot Zach Weston, somebody else has gone down.
He's still showing up on the timing at the minute, is Warwick Brady.
Yeah, absolutely.
As is Harley McCabe. They should be roughly halfway round going up
so
the hill.
Look for this one. Oh, just got quite wide out of there. And still not 100% certain on who that was.
So Warwick Brady and Harley McCabe are both safely round the 6th lap.
It looks like it might have been Jordan Thomas, because he's dropped down the order on that last lap.
Brady comes out of the S's into Lunar Complex.
This is Warwick Brady then. Here's your leader, and he's now got a 3.7 second gap over Harley McCabe, who in turn has a 16 second gap over Tayo Collymore. So quite a bit of field spread in this one. Not too unusual in this class, as obviously for our younger riders, bearing in mind that they're aged 6 to 10 years in this class. So riders just finding their feet in the sport at this stage. So it's not unusual to have a bit of a speed differential, or a pace differential I should say, between them. So that's fine. There is Harley McCabe in second place, as our leader is on to his last lap of the circuit.
Yeah, Warwick Brady looks to have this one sewn up. There's some pressure from McCabe, but he is 5.7 seconds down the road now.
There he is. There you go. Lovely. There are actually some really nice. There's some nice track decoration here in the form of some of the plants that are here. There's a lovely little picturesque shot there of our leader going past a rather nice bush. But anyway, here is Warwick Brady, who's definitely not worrying about stuff like that, as he you can see he's still pushing hard onto the Conrod straight here.
Yep, there he goes.
Yep, done everything he needs to do as Warwick. Up the hill he comes, through Pentith Climb.
George McCabe is still there behind him, but he's not going to be able to make any sort of move on this last lap.
Yeah, Harley McCabe indeed.
Yes.
And into the final corner then comes our leader. Warwick Brady will take the win in the Junior SM90 Race 2 for round 4. Harley McCabe will cross the line. There he is in second place. Then we're going to wait for a little while.
Collymore is still running. I've just seen him go past, but he's about 8 or 9 seconds down on McCabe.
Yep. But nevertheless, he's ridden well, kept it together. There he is. Tyo Collymore takes the 3rd spot. And then a few seconds down, Ty Butler will take 4th. I think that might be him. Coming across the line. Yeah. Ruby Booth will finish in 5th.
It's a good result for Ruby, that.
Yep, good riding. A good ride. Thomas Bond will cross the line in 6th. Nathan Ellis Ward will be 7th. George Bowes. Oh no, sorry. George Bowes has taken 7th from Nathan Ellis Ward on that last lap. So good battle between those two. So Thomas Bond in 6th, 7th for George Bowes. Nathan Ellis Ward in 8th, 9th for Harvey Brooks. Joel Grieg rounds out the top 10. Then we think it'll be Daniel Stevenson, Ollie Brooks in 12th, 13th for Jordan Thomas. Zach Weston, we think, hasn't finished. And Mason Greasley and George Wood, we think, didn't start that one. But that brings an end to our Bambino class for today. Next up will be the B race for the stock 140s.